everybody, all you crazy bananas out there at the Cocoa Bananas podcast. Today I have the Riff Lord himself, direct from on the other side of the globe, Tommy Dozer. How are you, brother? How's things?
I'm good. Things are good. It's weekend, so I can relax a bit.
It's always good. And now you've just come off your touring. We'll get to that in a little bit. But firstly, mate, what does the Tommy Dozer household look like on a Saturday morning? How do things proceed on a general day on a Saturday morning?
Saturday morning is all about taking it easy for at least 2 hours, 3 hours, just relaxing with the family, eating breakfast, drinking a lot of coffee.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Good stuff. Mate, Before we get into it, as I said, the touring, what I'd like to do first is just take you right back to when you very first got into music. How did you get into music, mate?
I think it was actually first time it was, I don't remember if it was like around 12 or 13, and I had two friends where I lived. I was still living with my parents when I was 12, 13.
Yep.
And one of my friends had a guitar. And those two guys, they started a band. They had like those plastic buckets as drums and one guitar, and they were playing, and I came there like, oh, can I do something? But I couldn't play an instrument. I never even thought about, I've been listening to music. I don't know how many years. I listened, to Kiss and all those.
Of course.
All
Excellent.
those bands. And then, it looked like fun, and I asked him, can I join you? And then I got to hit those plastic buckets.
Yeah, awesome. So was it initially drums? You didn't pick up your first guitar at that point?
I was just hitting those plastic things. It wasn't real drums. But then after a year, I was like 14 when I actually bought a guitar, or my mom bought a guitar for me. She did cheap guitar, because I went to my friend Magnus, who was actually the first bass player in Dozer. He had a guitar. So I played at his place, and I'm like, okay, this is fun. And I told my mom that I want a guitar, and she bought me a guitar, and from there on, actually it started, I was for maybe like 2 years just sitting at home playing guitar.
Awesome.
Just practicing. Because I wanted to be a guitar hero. I wanted to be like,
you want to be like Gene Simmons and breathe fire and spit light.
No, actually, in the beginning, I wanted to be more like Steve Vai or Yngwie Malmsteen and all those guitar, Eddie Van Halen or something like that.
Excellent.
But it took me like two years, and then I figured out that, I will never be that good. And then I was better at improvising, more basic, more bluesy jams, improvising stuff like that. And that's when I kind of found that, this is what that I'm good at.
Yeah, right. So clearly you had a lean towards these like guitar god guys.
Yeah.
But then you thought to yourself, like you went for the blues, the sort of riffy kind of stuff.
Yeah, and also I found other bands that I listened to. I wasn't so much into the guitar.
Right.
Those technical guitar based bands anymore.
Yep.
I started listening more to Soundgarden and bands like that.
Excellent.
Dancing.
Yeah. So Kim Thale, guitarists like that, were influence on you.
Yeah, he was a huge influence for me, and still is, actually, because there's at least a couple of solos in every album that I do. On the new Dozer album, there is at least one or two when Frederick says, just play a Kim Thale solo there. And it's, I can't play like him, because his style is really messy, but controlled in a way, and I do kind of my version of that. I try to play as messy as him, but it's hard,
Yeah, of course. It's like controlled chaos, right?
Yeah, controlled chaos. That's the word.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
What was the first guitar that your mum bought you?
The brand was Court. I don't know if they make them anymore. It was a cheap, used one.
Yeah.
A shitty guitar. Yeah.
Have you still got it?
No, I kind of wish I still had it, but I gave it to one of my cousins that started playing guitar later on, so I gave it to her.
Excellent. And then, so So did you start a band with those guys? What was the first band that you started way back then with the bucket drummer dudes?
Actually, that band was called Becquerel. I don't
Awesome.
know the English word for it. It was, yeah. And I think we might have rehearsed for like 2 or 3 times, and that was it.
Yep.
Then later I played with a couple of other guys, and it wasn't my style at all, but they were friends. So I just played with them. They played, it was a crazy mixture of punk and, now I really can't come up with any other,
Right.
what it was. It was punk, but then I met Frederick in school.
Yep.
Actually, we were in the same class for like 3 years. And then in the 7th grade, we started talking about music. We weren't really friends before this, but then in the 7th grade, we started talking about music, and we liked the same bands. And it was like, yeah, maybe we should start a band together.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And
And before that, I didn't even know that he played guitar or anything before. And we were in the same class for 3 years.
Excellent. And did you go like record shopping together and discover music for yourselves together?
Yeah, it started with with Van Halen and stuff like that. But then we started found Monster Magnet, and it showed it to him, and and Soundgarden, of course.
Dave Windorf, what a legend.
And that,
Where did you used to go to source your music from? Like, did you have a favorite record store, or what record stores you used to go and?
Actually, back in the day, we come from a small town called Borlänge. We used to have like 2 or 3 record stores.
Yeah, right.
And now there is actually two now also. One is more like secondhand, and one is, and I can't really understand how they survive, because no one is buying records anymore. Okay, vinyl sells a lot, but still.
Don't say that. We love people buying vinyl records.
Yeah. Yeah. So
all your guys, the Dozer stuff's on records, right?
Yeah.
Records or cassettes. Yeah. Maybe you're doing cassettes now.
We haven't done that, but I've seen a lot of bands are doing cassettes now also. So.
Yeah, they're making a bit of a resurgence, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So tell us a little bit about the tour, the recent tour.
That's the recent tour.
That's an amazing Pink Floyd t-shirt you've got on, by the way. I just need to test. Awesome.
Yeah, the tour was really good. It started with us flying from Stockholm to Krakow in Poland. Right. And they lost. We had 6 bags with us, and the airline lost 2 of them.
Oh, really?
It was Sebastian's snare, and then we shared one duffel bag with Sebastian and my clothes.
Oh no!
So I had a couple of underwear and a couple of t-shirts in my backpack, and that's it.
You went with underwear on stage, or did you get some clothes and
maybe I had like 5 pairs of underwear in my backpack, and it was the whole tour was 30 degrees.
Wow!
It was fucking hot. It was the hottest tour I've ever done.
Well, dude, that's perfect underwear weather. You could just go jocks on stage. How good's that?
But okay, I had 1 pair of jeans, and I had 1 pair of shorts.
Right.
So I had the jeans. I played with the jeans, and I had the shorts for the traveling. But after 5 days, those jeans, I sweat a lot on stage. So you can imagine how those pants smell. But luckily, we play some good venues that they had washing machines, and so after 5 or 6 days, I could wash all my clothes that I had with me.
It's probably all those European beers that you were consuming as well.
Yeah, exactly. And then and when we started the tour, Arvid was sick also.
Oh, that's
but no one could. No, he had a cold.
Okay.
And his voice was but he's a professional, so he did a good job. I don't think anyone noticed, but he had to stay quiet during the days and after the shows. And
right.
But halfway through the tour, he started to feel better. So
excellent. Did you have to navigate your way and change the set list to accommodate that?
A little bit. We changed around a few songs.
Yeah.
Some of them, songs that are a bit harder for him to sing, we put in some other songs instead. So
Excellent.
it's good that we have released, what is it, like, is it 4 albums with Arvid? No, 5 albums with
A lot of
Arvid singing, I
albums,
think.
a lot of
Yeah.
records.
So we have some songs to choose from.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Now, obviously, next month you're coming out to Oz. Awesome. So you will be hopefully coming to visit us here at Cocoa Bananas, at Cocoa
I
Bananas
hope so.
HQ, do a bit of record shopping. We'll drink plenty of coffee together, and then
Yep.
we'll even sneak upstairs for a beer. But tell me about your favourite Australian animals. What are they?
Yeah, you have so many
You know where I'm
animals
going
in
with this.
Australia. You have so many animals that we're not used to, that we don't have here in Sweden. we have snakes and all that, but nothing really. No, yeah, okay, there is one poisonous snake, but it's not really dangerous.
But snakes, it's going to be snake weather when you arrive out here. So I tell you what,
Yeah,
you better have your snake-proof jocks on. That's what you're going to need to
yeah.
have.
And also spiders. I know that Sebastian is really afraid of spiders.
Really?
At least he was. In the beginning, the first time we came to Australia with Greenleaf, he was looking for spiders the whole time. He didn't even, wherever he went, he was just, maybe there's spiders here, maybe there's. But in the second tour, he got used to it, and he's not so.
Yeah.
He's not
Daddy
so
long legs,
afraid of
creepy
them anymore.
crawlies. There's plenty of creepy
Yeah.
crawlies everywhere. You'll be right.
Yeah.
So what about possums? Possums and
Possums are nice, especially when you want to take a pee outside. They keep you company.
tell us about your little story about your meeting with Percy the possum down in Geelong.
I think that actually was in Melbourne. We drove back from Geelong to Melbourne,
That's right.
and
We spoke about this last time,
I had been drinking a few beers in Geelong, and then
No. Who would have thought in Geelong?
and then we drove back to Melbourne, and I thought that, okay, I can hold it in until we get to where we were sleeping, and then, but yeah, in Melbourne it was like, okay, you have to stop. Serenity, you have to stop the car because I need to pee now. So we stopped in a park in the middle of Melbourne somewhere, and it was dark. I just ran to the nearest tree, and
There was a little creature there to greet you, to say hello.
Started peeing, and then suddenly I started hearing noises everywhere, up in the tree and around me, and I put on the flashlight on the phone, and there must have been like at least 57 of them. So.
That's great.
But they were nice to me.
We'll have to visit some some wildlife or some adventure places, and you can go and check out some kangaroos or something like that. Or even you could maybe run with some kangaroo costumes on stage or something like that. That'd be cool.
Maybe Frederick can do that.
Yeah. And then you can put bun or Ren in the pouch and then perform. Would that work?
Sure. If you pay me enough, I can do it.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So you've got a bit of downtime now before you hit the road again. My understanding is you're a bit of a keen fisherman.
I fish every chance I get. But
Right.
this summer I haven't been fishing so much. We have played a lot, and then I have my family and I work.
Yep. Where do you fish?
River. We have a river close by here, so usually I go to the river and fish there.
On the boat? In a boat, or on just off the bank?
Oh, from the bank, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And what do you catch?
A lot of pike.
Yep.
A pike, and then there is trout.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then you bring it back home, and does the Tommy Dozer family do a big cooker? Are you a bit of a whiz?
Sometimes, a lot of times the pike, I just let it back in because it's a good fish to eat, but they have a lot of bones.
Right.
So and my family is not so into eating pike. But yeah, if I catch a trout or something, I bring it back home and then we eat it.
Yeah, nice. The kids love a bit of trout as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
she loves fish. Her favorite food is sushi. My daughter's favorite food is sushi.
Really?
So
What type
yeah,
of sushi?
the one with salmon.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And so what can we expect, I guess, from the upcoming tour? What can we expect as far as you got to play stuff off the new record, which is super exciting. I'm hoping that you dig a little bit into your back catalogue. The first record, some of the stuff behind me, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Without giving too much away, how's the set list looking at this point?
Usually
evolving?
this summer we have had the same set list for the whole summer, and we have played a little bit from every album. And then maybe I don't know if we have played 3 or 4 new ones, and the rest is from the previous. There's a couple from In the Tail of a Comet and
Great album.
And Madre de Dios. We have played like one from that one, and then a little bit from every album.
Excellent.
And we will start rehearsing next week for this tour, so we will see what happens.
And how's the crowd response been to the new stuff?
It's been really good.
Awesome.
Actually, we started playing Transformation Mutation already last year. Almost a year before it was released, and you could feel right away that the response was really good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and during the summer, it's been very positive, everything.
Excellent. The first record that I remember really getting into was the Call It Conspiracy record from 2003. I loved it. I love the Man's Ruin stuff. I love the Molten Universe stuff, and I'm really excited about the new record too. So it's going to be great. Just a few different venues. What are your memories from the Tote show in Melbourne from when you were last out?
Yeah, it's only good memories from that. I think we stayed in Melbourne for a couple of days. And then, and might have been the first ever sold out show we had. So that was for us, that was huge. Coming to Australia for the first time and having a sold out show. that was crazy.
And you had clothes. It wasn't just undies.
Exactly.
I had a lot of young whippersnapper. I had different coloured hair and it was long back then. I was probably really stoned as well, but when in Rome.
I remember when I think this was the day we arrived in Melbourne, and we were out just walking around. I don't remember where we were, but we walked around. I think we stayed at some hotel somewhere, and we took a walk outside, and we found I think it was a comic book store or something like a comic book
like
store,
Minotaur
and maybe
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe something like that. And we walked in there, and they were listening to Dozer.
Oh, how good's that?
That was like, okay, we love this city.
Of course they were. Of course they were.
It was the first shop we went into, and they played Dozer in there. So this must be good.
They had heaps of pop culture. I'm sure they had little Tommy Dozer figurines in there as well. When are they coming out?
I don't know. Next year.
You're playing with a band called Jack Harlan and the Dead Crows. Really great Australian band. What are some of your favourite Australian bands, and what do you love about the Jack Harlan guys? Because clearly, I know you're a big music fanatic. Yeah,
Jack Harlan guys. I don't know how many shows we did together with Greenleaf and Jack Harlan, but when we first played with them, I hadn't really heard them, and I could hear straight away that this is interesting. They're doing something a little bit different than every other band is doing.
Very cool, yeah.
And after a couple of shows, I was a fan of them. Really nice guys, and the music is cool, and
excellent.
And some other Australian bands, Planet of the Apes are great, I think.
Yep, we talked about those guys last time. They're great,
and the harmonies they sing, they both sing really good, and the harmonies they do, it's really cool. Cool, kind of like, I don't know, Queens of the Stone Age meets Alice in Chains.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah, and
hopefully
then
when you get down here, you can do some record shopping. We can go in and we'll take you to some cool record stores and stuff like that. Who are you listening to at the moment? Who are you super enthusiastic about?
ooh, that's hard. The new Hives album came out last month, I think, and that was really better than expected.
Awesome.
I had really low expectations from older guys in my or your age
Yeah, of
doing
course.
punk rock still, but still they had the energy, and it's good, a handful of good songs and a lot of energy. You can come far with that, and they still had it. So I was really impressed by the new Hypes album,
Did you
actually.
shoot Hal and Pele a text message and say, dude, the album's killer. Here's a picture of me.
I, I don't know him personally, but if I did, I would have probably done that. Yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is really important, I guess, with a lot of those guys, as you said, they're around our age to still remain vital. I think
Yeah.
they managed to nail it.
Because I think a lot of bands, when they get older, for me, I was really disappointed was it in like 94, 95 when Soundgarden released that? Okay, it was different. It wasn't the same thing as Bad Motor Finger.
Was it down on the
And, I
upside
mean,
or
yeah, it was, yeah, but even
super
when
unknown?
I saw them on the Super Unknown tour, but I've
Yep.
seen a bunch of live videos and stuff like that. You could see Chris Cornell going crazy, and all the band was on fire. And then when we saw them, they were like, Chris Cornell was pretty much just standing there. And
Yeah.
I
He's a
think
good
when they
looking
turned,
Bruce, right? You know, when you look that good, you can kind of just stand there and be a bollard or
yeah,
whatever, you know.
but a lot of bands when they turned, especially back then, when they turned 40, they stopped moving. They
Yeah.
kind of lost. It's not, I don't know how to explain this, but it's
That's all right.
important
So
to
you
have
guys are, you guys are,
it's
yeah,
important. It's important when you do live shows to have some kind of energy there. And
absolutely.
of course, if you're like Mark Lanigan, you don't have to move because the energy comes from
Yeah.
when he sings, and
He's got spirit energy.
exactly. But
Yeah.
okay, Chris Cornell had that too, so
Yeah, I know what you're saying. No, but I think that, yeah. I mean, I was fortunate enough to see both of those artists many a time. So, I mean, absolutely very grateful that I got to see that as well. So, yeah, so super excited about the tour. Like I said, it's next month.
no, it's actually in November.
This is it here. I'm just going to pop these up here. Hopefully we can see that.
Oh yeah, it's
Got
the
a super,
poster.
super, super cool boogie van there. It's got all the dates. Obviously with Jack Harlan. So you're playing Adelaide, Geelong, down in mine and Kinnan's old stomping ground down in Frankston. Have you been to Frankston, Marsh?
Yeah, we played there once with Greenleaf at the, what was it called again?
What are your
Something
memories?
with Bird
Yeah, the
singing
Bird
some.
Studios.
Yeah, exactly. We played it. They had some festival there that we played.
What are your memories of Frankston?
I haven't seen much. I saw the Singing Bird studio. That's it.
In and out.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
actually, yeah, that was where we recorded the cover of Going Down. Yeah, in the studio.
Awesome.
Now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
So I saw the studio, and that's it.
Yeah, cool. Well, you're playing a bunch of great venues. As I said, it's going to be unreal. We can't wait to have you down. Will you come to our store? Will you come to Cocoa Bananas? That's what we want to know.
Of course.
Excellent. Bananas for everybody. Bananas for everybody.
Yay.
No. So yeah, thank you so much again, Tommy, for joining us.
Well, thank you.
I know that you're probably making the kids some muffins or some sort of delicious breakfast pastry or something like that. And I know,
we already had breakfast.
yeah,
And my wife and daughter went outside for a moment now, and soon when they come back, we will actually go and visit Arvid, the singer in Greenleaf. And
excellent.
he actually, my daughter and his daughter, they have a play date today,
Oh, that's very cool.
so they can play, and me and Arvid can, talk about the
Find your
next
clothes.
album.
Yeah, exchange underwear.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I need to borrow some underwear for that.
it's really warm down here at the moment, so make sure you pack shorts. We want to see those pins out, yeah?
Yeah.
It's hot, warm. You're going to be playing some really sweaty venues, so really look forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us on the Cocoa Bananas podcast.